ኦኬ ፕራክቲስ ኤክሰርሳይዝ ኦን ቬክተርስ። ኦኬ ዛሬ አንዳንድ ጥያቄዎችን ቬክተር ላይ እንሰራለን። ቤዚካሊ ግን መጀመሪያ ሪኮመንድ ማድረጋችሁ መልሱን ከማየታችሁ በፊት ለራሳችሁ ራሳችሁን ኢቫሉዌት እንድታደርጉ ጀስት ሪኮመንድ አድርጋችኋለሁ። ሶ ሌትስ ጎ ቱ ኩዌስችን። ኦኬ ኩዌስችን ነምበር 1 given the vector AB is equal to -1,3 and the coordinate of point A is equal to 4,2, find the coordinate of B. That means the component form of vector AB is equal to -1,3 and the point A is 4,2. That initial point to arat now, you know, just our aim is to find the terminal point. So let the vector is that is initial point to A and terminal point to B kahona, and given that and assume that is A x1, y1 ቢሆንና B x2, y2 ቢሆን ለዚህኛው ቬክተር ኮምፖነንት ፎርሙ ቬክተር AB is equal to x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 ይሆናል። and given that the component form is -1,3 ተሰጥቷል and is equal to x2 that the terminal point minus x1 initial point ደግሞ ተሰጥቷል that is 4 እና 2 ነው that is x2 minus 4 and y2 አናውቀውም minus y1 is 2 and from this one minus 1 is equal to x2 minus 4 and y2 minus 2 is equal to 3 ይሆናል። So ችኛው ወደዚህ ብናሳልፍ -1 plus 4 is equal to x2 and y2 is equal to 3 plus 2 ይሆናል። So -1 plus 4 is 3 is equal to x2 and y2 is equal to 5 ይሆናል። That is the ordered pair x2, y2 or point B ስንት ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው? 3 እና 5 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So question number 2 for what value of A are the vector U? ሁለተኛ ጥያቄ ኦኬ vector U is equal to 5/3I minus 1/3J and vector V is equal to 1/3I plus AJ are parallel to each other. What the values of X that make these two vectors are parallel to each other? That means vector U is parallel to vector V if and only if one is a multiple of the other. That is vector U is equal to K times vector V መጻፍ የምንችል ከሆነ ነው where K is scalar multiple ከሆነ ነው። So given that vector U ይህንን በኮለም ፎርም እንጽፍ 5/3 እና -1/3 ይሆናል and is equal to K times vector V is 1/3 እና vector ይሄ ይሆናል። ስለዚህ ከዚህ ላይ ምንድነው ኮንክሉድ የምናደርገው that is 5/3 is equal to K times 1/3 and -1/3 is equal to K times A ይሆናል። That is 5/3 is equal to K/3 and -1/3 is equal to K times A. So 3 በ3 ይጣፋል። ከዚህ ላይ K ስንት እናገኛለን? 5 እናገኛለን። So substitute this one to this one that is -1/3 is equal to K is 5 times A ይሆናል። So both sides multiplied by 1/5 multiplied by 1/5 that is the A value is equal to -1/15 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። That is vector U and V are parallel to each other when the value of A is equal to -1/15 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Question number 3 okay what is the magnitude of vector U? Vector U is equal to I minus J, the magnitude or the number of this vector that is ይሄኛው I minus J ከሆነ that is 1, -1 raw form of vector representation ይሆናል። The magnitude of this vector ማለት ነው that is ቬክተሩ just position vector ቢሆን okay position vector ቢሆን vector U is 1, -1 ማለት አንድ እዚህ ጋር ቢሆን አንድ 0 እዚህ ጋር ቢሆንና እዚህ ጋር -1 ቢሆን እዚህ ጋር -1 ቢሆን that is እንደዚህ So this one is the vector እችኛው ነው። እችኛው that is the length from this one to this ስንት ይሆናል ነው። ይህኛውን ሌንግዝ ለመፈለግ ደግሞ that is norm of vector u is equal to square root of 1 the whole square plus minus 1 the whole square ይሆናል። This is equal to square root of 1 plus 1 that is radical 2 units ይሆናል ማለት ነው። The distance from this one to this is radical 2 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Question number 4. Find the vector that is of magnitude 6 units and parallel to the vector A. Vector A is equal to I minus j. That means we'll find another vector which is parallel to vector A and whose magnitude is 6. So since we don't know that vector, the vector in 2 dimensions alone, if that vector is vector B and xi plus yj. And it's given that the vector B norm is 6. That means vector B ከዚህ ላይ ብንጠየቅ ምንድነው የሚሆነው? equal to square root of x square plus y square ይሆናል። And it's given that two vectors are parallel to each other. That is, it's possible to write vector A is equal to k times vector B መጻፍ እንችላለን because the two vectors are parallel to each other. So this implies and እና negative and is equal to k times x y. That is, okay, 1 is equal to k times x and minus 1 is equal to k times y ይሆናል። And from this one, k is equal to 1 over x ይሆናል. Just replace this one to this one. That is minus 1 is equal to k times y. No, k is 1 over x times y. That is minus x is equal to y ይሆናል። Just take this one as equation 1. Now, the norm of vector B is equal to square root of x square plus y square, and y is the same with minus x the whole square. This is equal to, the norm is 6, right? 6 is equal to square root of x square plus minus x the whole square is again x square. 6 is equal to square root of 2x square. Just make it both sides square. 36 is equal to 2x square ይሆናል። Just both sides divide by 2. This implies x square is equal to 18 ይሆናል። That is, okay, x is equal to plus or minus square root of 18. That is square root of 18 ይሆናል። Okay. Now from this one, okay, x is equal to 18 ማለት 9 ሲባዛ በ2 ነው plus or minus 3 radical 2 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Now we have two options, that is x is equal to 3 radical 2 or x is equal to minus 3 radical 2. And from this one, we said that the y value is minus x. Let's say x 3 radical 2 ሲሆን y is equal to minus 3 radical 2 ይሆናል። Or x radical 3 minus 3 radical 2 ሲሆን y is equal to 3 radical 2 ይሆናል። So the vector that's parallel to I minus j and whose magnitude 6 is x, y is equal to 3 radical 2 minus 3 radical 2i minus 3 radical 2j or minus 3 radical 2i plus 3 radical 2j ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Okay, question number 5. Okay, question number 5. Find the vector m that's parallel to vector n. Vector n is given, which is 3i minus 4j and has a magnitude of 15 units. Just our aim is to find the vector m and its magnitude is 15 units and which is parallel to vector n. Again, we'll apply the same technique with question number 4. Okay, that is vector n is parallel to vector m corner. This implies n is equal to k times vector m ማድረግ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። And it's given that the magnitude of vector m is 15 units. And since we don't know vector m, let vector m is equal to xi plus yj. That is, and the component form of this vector is that is x comma y column form ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ 3 እና ኔጌቲቭ 4 is equal to k times x y because they are parallel to each other. This implies 3 is equal to k times x and minus 4 is equal to k times y. And from this one, ለk ሶልቭ ብናደርግ k is equal to 3 over x ይሆናል። እችን እዚህ ጋር ኢንሰርት ብናደርግ minus 4 is equal to k is 3 over x times y. Crisscross ብናደርግ minus 4x is equal to 3y. That is minus 4 over 3x is equal to y. They take this one as equation 1. And the magnitude of vector m is equal to, that is xi plus yj ስለሆነ square root of x square plus y square ይሆናል. That is 15 units, which is equal to square root of x square plus y is minus 4 over 3x the whole square. That is 15 እኩል ይሆናል square root of x square plus minus 4 square is 16 9 ይሆናል ይሄኛው x square just over 1 make it then 15 እኩል ይሆናል square root of 9 times x square is 9x square plus 16x square over 9. So 15 is equal to square root of 9 plus 16 is 25x square over 9. That is 15 is equal to square root of 25 is 5, square root of 9 is 3, square root of x square is absolute value of x. That is, okay, so 15 times 3, that is 15 times 3 is equal to 5 times absolute value of x ይሆናል። Just by 5 1 by 5 3 ይሆናል። That is 9 is equal to absolute value of x ይሆናል። This implies x is equal to plus or minus 9 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Now x is equal to 9 ሲሆን this implies y ስንት እናገኛለን? minus 4 over 3 ሲባዛ በ9 that is negative 12 ይሆናል። And x is equal to minus 9 ሲሆን this implies y is equal to minus 4 over 3 times x is minus 9 which is equal to by 3 1 by 3 minus 3 ይሆናል minus 4 times minus 3 is 12 ይሆናል። So the two vectors that is parallel to this vector and have the magnitude of 15 units is that is 9i minus 12j or minus 9i plus 12j ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Okay, question number 6. What is the unit vector in the direction of the vector v? That is question number 6. It's given that vector v is equal to I plus 2j. So, what is the unit vector in the direction of this vector? Okay, what is the unit vector in the direction of vector v is equal to I plus 2j. ስለዚህ unit vector is a vector with magnitude is 1. So, let's check this vector. Is it unit vector? Check እናድርግ እስቲ. Unit vector magnitude of this one is square root of, that is 1 እና 2 ስለሚሆን square root of 1 square plus 2 square, that is square root of 1 plus 4 which is equal to square root of 5. It means this is different from 1, so it's not unit vector. ስለዚህ for this vector the unit vector with the direction is alpha ቢሆን just the given vector over norm of the given vector እናደርጋለን. is equal to I plus 2j over norm of the given vector is radical 5. That is 1 over radical 5 I plus 2 over radical 5 j ይሆናል ማለት ነው። And this is the same with 1 over radical 5 comma 2 over radical 5 column form ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ወይንም ራሽናላይዝ ብታደርጉት በራዲካል 5 ብናባዛው radical 5 over 5 I plus 2 radical 5 over 5 2 radical 5 over 5j ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Okay, question number 7 ሰባተኛ ጥያቄ a certain force is expressed as force is equal to 10I plus bj. If the magnitude of the force is, that is the norm of the force is which is equal to 26 Newton. What's the value of B? ስለዚህ to find the norm of this vector, okay, this vector force, okay, is equal to square root of 10 square plus B square ይሆናል. This implies it's given that 26 Newton is equal to square root of 100 plus B square ይሆናል። So both sides square ብናደርግ 26 Newton the whole square plus is equal to, that is 100 plus B square ይሆናል ማለት ነው። So from this one 26 square is 26 times 26, that is 36 3 12 እና 5 12 እና 3 15 and this one is 52, that is 6 676 676 እኩል ይሆናል 100 ሲደመር B ስኩዌር 676 ሲቀነስ 100 is equal to B ስኩዌር ይመጣል። 676 ሲቀነስ 100 576 እኩል ይሆናል B ስኩዌር ይሆናል። that is B is equal to, that is 24 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ number 8, question number 8, a vector A has a magnitude of 20 Newton. Vector A has a magnitude of 20 Newton, and if its y component is twice its x component, find the component ይላል። ስለዚህ አሁን ምንድነው ቬክተር A አለ። the norm of this vector is 20 Newton, and the y component is twice the x component. ስለዚህ ቬክተር A is equal to xi plus yj ቢሆን, in this case y is 2 times ወይም ደግሞ 2 እጥፍ ነው የሚሆነው. and the norm of this vector is, okay, norm of vector A is equal to square root of x square plus y square ይሆናል. that gives the norm is 20 Newton is equal to square root of x square plus 2x, y is the same as 2x, that is 2x the whole square, that is 20 Newton is equal to square root of x square plus 2x square is 4x square. 20 Newton is equal to square root of 5x square. Just make it both sides square, both sides square. Then this one is 400 is equal to square root and square cancel each other, that is 5x square ይሆናል። Just both sides divide by 5, divide by 5. x square is equal to በአምስት አንድ በአምስት 80 ይሆናል። 80 ማለት ደግሞ this is 16 ሲባዛ በ5 ማለት ነው። so x is equal to square root of 16 ሲባዛ በ5, that is 4 ራዲካል 5 ይመጣል። and the y value is 2 times x, that is 2 times x is 4 ራዲካል 5, that is 8 ራዲካል 5 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። so the component are x, y is equal to, that is 4 radical 5, 8 radical 5 ይሆናል። this one is the answer. okay, question number 9, okay, ዘጠነኛ ጥያቄ for what value of A are the vector u is equal to ai plus 1 over 9j and vector v is equal to 1 over 5i plus 5 over 9jr parallel to each other. That is, the two vectors are parallel. That is, vector u is parallel to vector v. This implies it's possible to write vector u is equal to k times vector v መጻፍ እንችላለን ማለት ነው። That is, a is equal to k times 1 over 5 and 1 over 9 is equal to k times 5 over 9 ማድረግ እንችላለን። so from this one 9 በ9 ይጣፋል፣ በ5 በ5 ላካፍል k is equal to 1 over 5 እናገኛለን። እዚህ ጋር ኢንተርት ብናደርግ a is equal to k times 1 over 5 and k is 1 over 5 times 1 over 5, which is 1 over 25 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። question number 10, find the component and sketch a vector whose magnitude is 10 cm in the direction of magnitude is, find the component sketch of vector whose magnitude is, just let the vector is vector A ቢሆን and its magnitude is 10 cm, magnitude 10 cm ከሆነ and its direction is, okay, south 60 degree east. እንጆም ስኬች ለማድረግ ምንድነው ቤዚካሊ ኮኦርዲኔት ፕሌን ስኬች ማድረግ ይጠበቅብናል። this one so this one is north, this one is south, this one is east, this one is west። አሁን እዚህ ጋር ሳውት 60 ዲግሪ ኢስት ማለት ነው 60 ዲግሪ ኢስት ኦፍ ሳውዝ ማለት ነው። that is 60 degree eastward from southward ማለት ነው። ከሳውዝ ወደ ኢስት 60 degree so the vector located in this one and 60 degrees from south to east ኛው 60 degree ትሆናለች and the magnitude of the vector is 10 centimeter። ስለዚህ ትራያንግሉን እችኛው መጠቀም እንችላለን። እችኛውን ስንጠቀም እቺ x ትሆናለች፣ እችኛው ደግሞ y ትሆናለች። እቺን ቨርቲካል ከተጠቀምን ደግሞ እንደዚህ ከሆነ እችኛዋ y ትሆናለች፣ እቺ x ትሆናለች፣ እችኛዋ ደግሞ 30 ዲግሪ ትሆናለች። ስለዚህ 30 ዲግሪ ከተጠቀምን ሳይን 30 ዲግሪ is equal to opposite side that is y hypotenuse this one is 10 centimeter y is equal to 10 centimeter times sin 30 degree and this is the same with 10 centimeter sin 30 degree 1 over 2 no that is 5 centimeter ይሆናል and cos 30 degree is equal to adjacent that is x over hypotenuse is 10 centimeter and x is equal to 10 centimeter times cos 30 degree radical 3 over 2 this is 5 radical 3 centimeter ይሆናል። ስለዚህ the component form that is x, y is equal to ምንድነው የሚሆነው x is 5 radical 3 and y is 5 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። but the other thing that we have to know is the vector located in fourth quadrant in fourth quadrant የx value positive ነው የy value negative ነው። ስለዚህ የy ኔጌቲቭ እናደርጋለን። ስለዚህ መልሱ ምንድነው የሚሆነው 5 radical 3 እና -5 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። okay question number 11 let the vector b has initial point vector a has initial point that is 2, 1 and point b that is point b terminal point 2 -1, 4 ከሆነ -1,4 ከሆነ find the magnitude of vector b ወይም ደግሞ ሌንግዙ ስንት ይሆናል ነው። ስለዚህ ምን ማድረግ እንችላለን just sketch ብናደርግ like this one and this one is the x-axis this one is the y-axis and this one is the x-axis ይሆናል። 2 እና 1 ማለት 1 2 the y-axis ላይ 1 2 2 ወደዚህ እዚህ ጋር 2 ቢሆን 1 ደግሞ ወደ ላይ እዚህ ብትሆን this one is the point a which is 2, 1 ነው የሚሆነው the point b ደግሞ -1 the x value -1 ነው maybe እዚህ ጋር ቢሆን and the y value ደግሞ 4 እዚህ ጋር 1 ብለናል 2 3 4 ቢሆን this one ይሄኛውን ኤክስቴንድ ብናደርግ ኦኬ እንደዚህ ኤክስቴንድ ብናደርግ 1 2 3 4 እዚህ ጋር ቢሆን ፖይንቱ የቱ ጋር ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው እዚህ ጋር ነው የምትሆነው that is point b which is -1,4 ይሆናል and our aim is to find the length of this one ከዚች እስከዚች ያለውን ሌንግዝ መፈለግ ነው። እቺ ሌንግዝ ለመፈለግ ደግሞ that length is norm of vector ab እንላለን so norm of vector ab ለመፈለግ is equal to square root of that is -1 -2 the whole square plus 4 -1 the whole square that is square root of -1 -1 is -3 -3 square is 9 plus 4 -1 is 3 3 square is 9 that is a square root of 18 ይመጣል square root of 18 ማለት ደግሞ 3 radical 2 ዩኒት ይሆናል ማለት ነው that is basically for any point a the initial point to x1, y1 ከሆነና point b is equal to x2, y2 ከሆነ norm of vector ab ለመፈለግ that is square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square እናደርጋለን and the component form of vector ab is x2 minus x1 y2 minus y1 ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ኦኬ question number 12 okay question number 12 let vector u is equal to I plus 2j. The u is I plus 2j and the vector v is equal to minus 3i plus 2j ከሆነ find a for v minus 3u. So in simple this one is scalar multiple, that is this is equal to for v is minus 3i plus 2j minus 3u is I plus 2j. This is equal to minus 12i plus 8j minus 3i minus 6j ይሆናል። Then minus 12i minus 3i is minus 15i plus 8j minus 6j is plus 2j ይሆናል። And so this one the answer. Okay, so row form ብንጽፍ ደግሞ that is column form of vector representation ብናደርግ that's minus 15 comma 2 ይሆናል። row form ደግሞ negative 15 እና 2. this one is the answer. B ላይ B, what's the magnitude norm of this one? The magnitude that is vector v for v minus 3u. This is the same with the norm of the given vector plus 2j, which is equal to square root of negative 15 square plus 2 square ማድረግ ነው። that is 15 square 15 ባዛ በ15 25 2 75 15 5 2 225. this is square root of 225 plus 4 ይመጣል is equal to square root of 229 ይሆናል። this one the norm of this vector b ይሆናል ማለት ነው። Last question is question number 13. Okay, find the component sketch vector whose magnitude is 10 cm. Let that vector is vector a ቢሆን 10 cm in the direction of 60 degree west of north. ምን ማለት ነው ይሄ 60 ዲግሪ ዌስት ኦፍ ኖርዝ ማለት 60 ዲግሪ ዌስትዋርድ ፍሮም ኖርዝዋርድ that means ኖርዝ 60 ዲግሪ ዌስት ማለት ነው። ስኬች ስናደርግ ደግሞ that is on the plane ላይ ስኬች ስናደርግ this one is north, this one is west, this one is east and this one is south. ኖርዝ 60 ዲግሪ ዌስት ማለት እዚህ ፓርት ነው የሚገኘው this one. And the vector is from north to west, which is 60 degree, and its magnitude is 10 centimeter. And just our aim is to find the component that is x እና y መፈለግ ነው። this one is y ቢሆን ችኛዋ x ትሆናለች፣ ችኛዋ ደግሞ 30 ዲግሪ ትሆናለች። ችኛዋን ከተጠቀም can get the same answer in both sides. ችኛዋን x ማድረግ ነው፣ ችኛዋን ደግሞ y ማድረግ ነው። ስለዚህ 30 ዲግሪ ብንጠቀም sin 30 ዲግሪ opposite side that is y over 10 centimeter. y is equal to 10 centimeter sin 30 degree 1 over 2 ነው that is 5 centimeter ይሆናል። cos 30 degree adjacent to x ነው hypotenuse 10 centimeter ነው የሚሆነው። this implies x is equal to 10 centimeter ሲባዛ cos 30 radical 3 over 2 that is 5 radical 3 centimeter ይሆናል። that is the ordered pair x, y ወይም ደግሞ ኮምፖነንቱ that is 5 radical 3 centimeter እና that is 5 centimeter ይሆናል። and the vector located in second quadrant x value negative ነው y value positive ነው so x minus ማድረግ ነው y as it is ማድረግ ይሆናል። this one is the concept on the question on vectors ለዛሬው ቀናል። thank you